Sir, NTUC has explained, you heard from SMS Desmond Tan earlier, and also other colleagues from the labour movement, that they are entering into this deal with the right intent. They acted on good faith. They wanted to do the right thing. They wanted to strengthen income so that income is in a stronger position to serve its policyholders and also to fulfill its social mission. Because to do good, you must first do well. That was the intent. Now, we may have differences in views, as Minister Edwin Tong mentioned earlier, with regard to this deal, whether this deal is something that the government would allow to proceed. And we have come to the conclusion that we would not allow this deal to proceed. So yes, there is a difference in views between what NTUC, NE, Income have put up and what the government feels is the right way forward. But we do not disagree with the objectives of why we are doing this or why Income is doing this. The purpose of doing this is the right one, is to strengthen income, to do well, so that it can do good. The members of the opposition often remind us that just because there are differences in views, it doesn't mean that we should automatically jump to the conclusion that you have a bad intention. I respect that view, sir. So I like to seek their agreement that in this case, please also apply that consistently, that just because there's a difference in views in terms of what the proposal is, how the proposal is structured, it doesn't mean that you should conclude that NTUC and NE were doing this without a good intent. I think that will not be fair to our sisters and brothers from NTUC and NE. Sir, Minister Edwin Tong has explained why we need this bill to give the government the powers so that our view will prevail. And we do not want the deal in its current form to go through. However, we remain open to Income entering into a new deal, whether with Allianz or with another entity, if the outcome is that this can help to strengthen income. Mr. Deputy Speaker, this bill is being tabled and read on a certificate of urgency because the proposed deal by Allianz is under active consideration by Income's shareholders. The bill will allow the Minister in charge of MAS to consider the views of the Minister in charge with the responsibility of the Cooperative Societies Act in applications to obtain effective control or become a substantial shareholder of a licensed insurer that is a co-op, has acquired the business of a co-op, or has a substantial shareholder or effective controller that is a co-op. The Minister in charge of MAS can then withhold approval if he considers it in the public interest to do so. The Minister in charge of MAS will also take into account prudential considerations under the Insurance Act in making his decision. The government has determined that this proposed transaction cannot proceed in its current form. However, we remain supportive of NE's and Income's efforts to look for a strong partner, including with Allianz or another entity, to strengthen Income's capital base and market position. The government recognizes and agrees that Income must do well before it is able to continue doing good on a sustained basis. Mr. Deputy Speaker, I thank members once again for their support for the bill. I hope I have clarified the concerns raised by Associate Professor Jamus Lim and Ms. He-Ting Ru, and I hope, sincerely hope, that the Workers' Party can support this bill. Thank you.